The leadership of Zongo chiefs has condemned an attack on police and journalists by some youth in Asawasi. These irate youth bent tires and attacked workers of the Minsha Government Hospital in protest of police killing of 7 members of their community who were suspected to be armed robbers. The youth hit the streets despite several appeals by their leaders. Teria has been speaking to the General Secretary of the National Association of Zongo Chiefs, Alhaji Shwabu Musa Sharif.
Security operatives joined police military team are patrolling the streets of Asawasi, ensuring that security is not compromised here in Asawasi. We are being told by the Regional Security Council that the council will meet tomorrow to deliberate on this particular incident and also set up a committee to investigate circumstances leading to the death or killing of 7 people suspected to be armed robbers. We are lucky to have the General Secretary of National Association of Zongo Chiefs with us here. Let me find out from him. Alhaji, in the morning, we were so optimistic that the youth would heed to the advice of the acting Sariki Zongo, but it didn't happen that way. What went wrong?
They were brought some other places. But it was very unfortunate that I understand some few of them. You know, in any society, you can have some people who go astray. I understand some few of them came and bent ties and then caused commotion that even prevented vehicular traffic moving, which is very, very bad. We didn't condone that. We didn't sanction that. And we told them anybody, whoever goes there to do that, that's at his own risk. In case somebody is even arrested, we will not come there because that was not what we told them to do. We advised them, we even told them the decision taken by the leadership that tomorrow being Friday, after the prayers, the Zongo, the imams and ulamams, and all the chiefs, the opinion leaders and the elders of the Zongo community will sit after the Friday prayers and have a thorough discussion. This is the problem that has befallen us. We should bring ideas on the way forward. Then from there, whatever decision that we take, should in case even there's a need for us to embark on demonstration, then we will tell them, we will write formally to the police to seek for their permission. This is what has happened and we want to embark on the police. Then the routes that we will pass, whatever that we will do, well, we'll put it in the practical terms. Then we'll discuss with them and tell them that, we should be disciplining ourselves. Demonstration is part of democracy. Demonstration, when we want to do it, we should be able to say what is worrying us so that the people will listen, but not to come and then maybe the thing goes out of hand and the destruction of property and other things. That is not what we want.
So in as much as you are concerned, the development so far, when you met them, the indication was that they would heed to your advice. The Zongo chiefs, they will not hit the streets. They've done that, attacked police officers, threw stones at them, to the extent that some police officers are injured, including a cameraman of GH1, and went ahead and also threw stones at the Minsha Government Hospital. In that regard, suspending the hospital's activities, how would this affect your pursuit of justice as far as this issue is concerned?
This is really sad. Let me apologize to anybody who was injured during that happening. It was rather unfortunate. We never sanctioned that.
We have been informed. Information we are picking is that the RESEC will want to set up an independent committee to investigate the killing of 7 people suspected to be armed robbers. What is your reaction? The Zongo chiefs, how do you react to this? It should be a welcoming news for you.
Oh, certainly. I think that one is an agenda that will also be part of the discussions that we are going to have tomorrow. Because if you want to cool tempers, the worry that we have in the Zongo community, these people will all know that they are not chiefs. Not even you tag them as armed robbers. None of them is a thief, let alone an armed robber, though they are all stealing. This one using arms, maybe this one using some other forms. And then you can send some people to come to the community. All their parents are there. 3 of them, I know them personally, and the 4th one even I know. Right? So if you tag them, the worry that my people are saying now is that you've killed them, they've gone. We are Muslim, we accept them. That is the fate that God has destined for them to die in that way. But the tagging of being armed robber is what is worrying. This is the erroneous impression that we want the police to come out and talk to it properly for people to understand these people are not really thieves, not even to say armed robbers. And part of the things that we are going to do, we are going to sit and make a petition to the government, to the regional minister. So if the regional minister is saying that, I mean, the RECSEC will sit down and then give a thorough investigation, because there are so many questions to ask. These people, those that you said they killed the policeman on the 13th, as you made mention, sitting in a sprinter bus. You said they were wearing masks. How do you know somebody wearing masks? How do you know that these people that you killed were the same people that killed that policeman?
So, so how would an independent committee, for instance, ameliorate the kind of pain that your people and the Zongo community in general has been going through?
Yeah, it's very painful. What we want now, that tag as being armed robbers, these people are not thieves. I know them very well. One is my son, one is my boy that I've been working with, and the other one is my direct immediate sister's friend's son. So these are the people I know very well. None of them is a thief. And the other one too, he is like a scout with the community. That one too, we know very well. I always see him in any public gathering, whatever that we are doing, even as a group. So these are the people, I can vouch my head, these people are not thieves. So if and only if the police will come out and remove that tag as being armed robbers, I'm sure my people, when we talk to them, they will listen. That being tagged as armed robber, my brother, that is what is hurting the family, that is hurting everybody. And that is what we are going to strive very hard to see to it that that tag is eliminated from that. And then besides, then they can call for forensic investigation. Whether that ammunition they show, that car can come, and whether that car can carry about 7 people inside. From the I saw that red Corolla, the back screen was broken. Wasn't that they were shot from the back? But when you look at the dead body, all the things were shot from the chest. So how come if somebody was sitting in a car and you said you stop them, they didn't stop, that's why you start shooting them? There are so many 1,001 questions that need to be answered. But this one, we need forensic investigators to come and look. Look, the police will come out clear. We will know those who kill our people from the Zongo community. These are the police people who kill our policemen.
Okay.
They don't know who killed that policeman. It's not unfortunate. As for them, it's them, no matter what. We know who killed them. But the people who killed the command know the people who carry that operation. We don't care who killed them. But those perpetrators, if they did it wrongly or whatever, we should be brought to book, and then so that they will heal the internal bleeding that our Zongo community are having. Besides losing their own, then they also tag them as being armed robbers. That is not fair.
There are fears that when you go for Friday prayers, for instance, after the prayers, there could be escalation of violence.
No. This is the leadership of the Zongo community. I told you, the Serkin Zongo, the chiefs. Zongo is a heterogeneous society with a lot of different people, a lot of ethnic groups that are inside. So, and the imams and ulama, these are our spiritual leaders. Then the opinion leaders and the elderly within the community, not the youth. When we sit down, whatever decision that is taken, we'll tabulate everything well. Then we'll call you. And then what also they were saying, also the community and the people were saying that we're picking about is we want all the 7 people, when we finish, we should bring them and lie them and pray. So they will bury them at one place. These are the people killed by the police at the cemetery. So when we finish whatever investigation that they do or whatever is happening, after that, we need all the people so that Zongo children have been dying for so long. We want to bring a stop to it.
So how soon do you expect to have funeral right for the 7 people?
Now these dead brothers, we may not have control over it because now it has become a state property. The state also have to look into it, what is actually happening or what happened, why were they killed. So, normally Muslims, you bury early. But I think we're telling them we should have patience for an investigation to be carried out thoroughly because we want to bring to an end this type of unnecessary killing of our people in the community. We want to bring an end to it. The Zongos have been dying so many times. We want to bring an end to it. So we've asked them to exercise patience. Even if it's going to take 6 months, 1 year, we'll continue talking to them. We know if we don't bury that person, there's a serious problem. There is tension. But once the body is buried, I think everything cools down. But this time we'll continue talking to them. But we'll also appeal to the government or whoever is going to to expedite action. So whatever investigation they're going to carry out, they should carry out as early as possible so that they will leave the body to the family and to the zone community to go and bury it, and then the tension will be subsided.
Okay.